How to collect insects. Introduction. Hey! Have you ever found an insect in your surroundings? For sure, there are a lot of insect species that we can find in our surroundings, such as ants, cockroaches, termites, butterflies, dragonflies, bugs, bed bugs, flies, cat fleas, human fleas, etc. All of those species belong to the class of Insecta or Hexapoda. Kingdom, Animalia. Phylum, Arthropoda. Class, Hexapoda/Insecta. This insect is incredible. In this universe, it serves as a pollinator, a decomposer, an herbivore/pest, and a predator, biological agent. This insect has three main body parts: head, thorax, and abdomen. Antennas to navigate the environment and communicate with one another can be found in the head, as can various types of eyes, compound eyes and ocelli. The thorax is divided into three sections: the prothorax, the mesothorax, and the metathorax. Thorax we can also find legs. An insect has 3 pairs of legs. Abdomen. Do you know how to make an insectarium? What are the steps and what tools do we need? Let's check it out! Insect collecting refers to the collection of insects and other arthropods for scientific study or as a hobby. Most insects are small, and the majority cannot be identified without the examination of minute morphological characters, so entomologists often make and maintain insect collections. Very large collections are conserved in natural history museums or universities where they are maintained and studied by specialists. Many college courses require students to form small collections. There are also amateur entomologists and collectors who keep collections. Faperta collection, Insectarium of Faperta uncyca. Because they are studying plant biotic, students are required to create their own insectarium. Those insectariums are important to learn about the identification of insects. We could learn the bioecology of those insects, we could learn the habitat of those insects, and we could learn how they play a role in the ecosystem. The insectarium that was made by the students also improves our insect collection, and those specimens are able to be used as a learning model in other subjects like integrated pest management and pest control technology. Collecting techniques: insects are passively caught using pitfall traps, bottle traps, malaise traps, light traps, and other passive types of insect traps. Several different types of nets are commonly used actively to collect insects. Aerial insect nets are used to collect flying insects. The bag of a butterfly net is generally constructed from a lightweight mesh to minimize damage to delicate butterfly wings. A sweep net is used to collect insects from grass. The collector walks forward while sweeping, and the net is moved through plants and grass. Once collected, a killing jar is used to kill required insects before they damage themselves trying to escape. However, killing jars are generally only used on hard-bodied insects. Soft-bodied insects, such as those in the larval stage, are generally fixed in a vial containing an ethanol and water solution. Some students and a lecturer are practicing insect hunting with sweep nets, in paddy or maize fields, and catching insects with pitfall traps, yellow pan traps, and yellow sticky traps. Tools needed for making insect collections. Collection bag. Insect net. Poison bottle. Plastic bag. Label. Tissue paper. Cutter. Aspirator. Pencil. Scissors. Alcohol 70 to 80%. Collection bottle. Loop. Magnification lens. Triangular envelope. Specimen holder. Small brush. Tweezers, pincet, etc. Storage and curation. The next step after collecting insects is to preserve them permanently for future display and study. Insect larvae and soft-bodied and extremely tiny specimens are preserved in liquids. Isopropyl alcohol, 70%, or an equivalent is preferred. All others are preserved on specially designed insect pins. Large insects are mounted directly on pins, while those too small to be placed on pins are mounted on card points. Dry preservation is by far the most common form of insect preservation. The large majority of the time, insects are pinned vertically through their mesothorax and slightly off-center to the right of the midline. The pin should sit with 1/4 of the pin above the insect so as to allow enough room for labels to be readable underneath. When pinning insects with wings for display, it is important to display them properly. Spreading. The wings of butterflies, moths, and dragonflies are spread to make the specimens more attractive and to aid in identification. All other insects should be dried with their legs and antennae adjusted in the most lifelike manner possible. Lepidoptera wings should always be spread. Orthopteroids often have their left wings spread. After spreading the insect, the next step is drying using a handmade oven that was made from cardboard and yellow bulbs rated at 5 to 10 watts. The duration of drying depends on how big the insect is. The smaller insect requires less. How to display insects.
Okay. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to the course of conservation biology. Now we are studying about insect collection. After we bring the insect from the field, and now we bring the insect into the laboratory. And here I have alcohol, and then this is tube, and then this is a book identification, and this is styrofoam. This is insect pins, tissue, and we have butterfly or caterpillar from the field, and we will try to spread these wings. So first of all, we pin this insect. Press the thorax, pins like this in the thorax, the right side of thorax, and we put this insect into the styrofoam, and we have like this. We put this paper into the styrofoam, okay, carefully. Make sure that the wings will not broken. After this, pin this paper with this tiny pin, like this. Okay, finish with the left side of the wing, and we will spread the other wing. We open this paper and make sure it placed correctly. Cover one by one wings. Okay, like this. Okay, then finish. We have two insects here. This is dragonfly and this is butterfly. Now the next step, we will drying this insect into the handmade oven. Okay, this is oven. We place this insect into here.
After insects have been properly pinned and labeled, they are kept in specially designed insect boxes constructed with soft flooring into which pins can be inserted. Pinned insects cannot be stored in good condition for long unless they are placed in boxes to protect them from dust and damage. The most important label should be mounted closest to the insect. This label must have the name of the state and county where the insect was collected, as well as the date and the name of the collector. The label should be positioned in line with the length of the insect. Now the insect is ready to classify and identify. How to identify insects to order. Part of making an insect collection is learning how to correctly classify the specimens. This is a very challenging assignment because there are so many insects and so many of them look alike. Do not be discouraged if there are specimens that cannot be identified. Remember that even professional insect taxonomists, entomologists who identify and classify insects, cannot identify every species of insect. Some must specialize in working with one group and others with another.